speaking of picking fights, obviously something fairly big happened in the news last night. A stand-up comedian said something quite tasteless about someone in the audience. I don't know if you've heard about this. This was on a couple of stations today, and the husband got really irate and he walked up to the comedian and punched him in the face.
But did he though?
Or was it a slap? I think it was a slap.
Well, did he get irate though? Because the video I watched, Will Smith bursts out laughing, and turns around, sees his wife, and goes, "Oh no."
Which, look, anyone who's been in a long-term relationship will know that dynamic, like where you laugh at something that you think's funny, and then your girlfriend or your wife or whoever like gives you like shoots you the look, like the judgy side, like don't laugh at that, don't be that guy. I suspect maybe there's an element of that. Like I was talking to my girlfriend about it earlier, and she was saying the trouble is we don't know what Jada Pinkett said to Will Smith in those seconds in between because there's no camera footage of that.
Yeah, I mean, I guarantee you there is somewhere. But you know what she said? She was like, "Who's gonna fucking let him talk to me like that?" Like that's
Mm.
what she said. In classic, you know, every fight in a nightclub. So I work in hospitality, so like 9 times out of 10, two lads scrapping has started because someone's missus was like, "Are you gonna let that happen?"
Really?
Yeah, it's always that. It's always that. As horrifically toxic as that sounds, that is purely the voice of experience talking. Like, so that's what happened. Plus, like, it was a terrible slap. He should be embarrassed about that. The whole thing is just drama kids. That's all it is. And I love it. I love drama kids. They never change. Him, like, him hitting him and then crying about it. Crying about it because he hit someone. Like,
Yeah.
what?
And then, like, I like the idea that I read this. Somebody tweeted it earlier, saying that in between every ad break, after that moment, then Will Smith was like quietly talking to his publicist, and
Yeah,
someone else was like, I bet he fucking was."
yeah. And everyone just is like, either they're like, yeah, he did what he had to do, or they're like, this is the worst thing that's ever happened. And you're like, can everyone just fucking relax? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's it's so funny. I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I'm not against hitting people when they've earned it. Like,
Really? I can't imagine you smacking someone, John.
oh,
When was the
I
last time you hit someone? Come on, let's peel this onion.
the last time I hit someone, I can't remember the last time I struck someone. The last time I've like been in a physical altercation was probably 3 years ago
All right.
on the tube. But it's been more like,
Yeah.
yeah, like I I grew up where it's like not a particularly big deal
Yeah.
to that. Like I don't go look for fights. A guy had a hold of a woman on the tube platform. That's where I did. So I choked him. Like I don't feel bad about that.
No.
That guy deserved it.
That's a
You know.
different thing, though, isn't it? That's like the dynamic there is one of defense and protection. I think it's sort of. I have sort of mixed feelings about judging too hard, too publicly about someone like Will Smith because I don't know what it's like to be married to Jada Pinkett. I just have I don't know how that like what control she has over him. Like I was talking on a chat group earlier and I was sort of saying, from the context that I'm aware of, and I fully accept and hold my hands up that I don't fucking know everything, but the context that I'm aware of is that she's done the dirty on him, run around having sex with younger dudes, hold his ass onto network television to tell him about it in front of the world, and like that must be a humiliating, fucking hollowing experience.
He did too though.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Ah,
the word is they've got an open thing. Like that's the word. So I seen someone tweet earlier. Was very funny. It might have been Laura Smith. I'm not sure. Who was like that slap was for the lad that was riding his missus. Like,
yeah,
like he's like a teapot boiling on the stove.
yeah,
Like, uh, yeah. I think Hollywood's fucking nuts. They're
yeah.
all mad.
But you know what's like I love like instances like this, in their own way, are kind of sad because it's like obviously their marriage is fucked, right? And I don't know why they stay together. You know, they've both committed adultery, and if they want to stay together for the good of the family and the kids or whatever, then great. But I also feel like by not actually addressing whatever the underlying issue is, whether it's that they don't fancy each other any longer or if they've emotionally grown apart, by not actually resolving that, what it's doing is like manifesting in weird, fucked up situations like this, and now everyone else has to deal with it. It's like infinitely worse. Now like your dirty laundry's going to come out. It's all over Twitter. Like this is probably the biggest like piss take celebrity news story since like something that Kanye did. I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean he's mental, so you can't really blame him either. But yeah, like I did see Nikki Glazer had a great tweet. It was open relationships seem healthy. Like these things are just they, it's not healthy. It cannot be healthy. I'm sorry. And I mean that's very parochial and conservative of me maybe, but like there's only so much I'm sure you can take of your wife banging other dudes.